Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hey everyone, our special teams play was below average in most areas and at inopportune times last year. Andrew Berry likes to add and subtract players at a seemingly high rate during the season looking for talent, maybe to a fault. Should he concentrate less on turning over roster spots and keeping unity more so to allow special teams to gel better and maintain better chemistry? Granted, injuries play a role, but the turnover had to affect special team continuity on some level. Go Browns!
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Fred, I can't argue special teams needed to get better. That's why you got Bubba Ventrone. The other thing that they did is they signed a couple of guys that are primarily special teams guys, which they hadn't done in the past.
Right. As far as that's what I was going to mention is that Ventrone, his voice was involved in the personnel decisions. They signed a couple of free agents, a linebacker, I think Michael Adams, specifically, a core special teams player. I think a cornerback, Mike Ford, another one. And those guys in the past, the Browns had Tavier Thomas and names like that were on the team. Particularly their bottom of the roster guys, but as you say, special teams very important, and the special teams coordinator usually has to just work with what is left, after the cuts in the roster on the offense and the defense. And so it looks to me like the influence of Ventrone with a couple key guys that primarily play special teams, that they really are looking to upgrade that area. And we'll see when they get on the field, but in the early going, talking to the players, they feel that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to be, much better this year in special teams just because of the overall talent. When you keep raising the level of talent on your roster, it spills over that the bottom of the roster guys are usually better players, and that equates to better special teams.
Yeah, and to the question, I don't have a problem with churning the roster over if you're always trying to get better. I think that's kind of what the job of a GM is. But I get the question.